Uh, perfect, perfect, and welcome, welcome on our podcast. Uh, so good, so nice, looking really good, and we want to thank God for that opportunity that He has given to us and to you, good people. We want to thank God for this far. That is, it has taken the hand of God, and it has also taken the favor and the grace of the Almighty God. That indeed in life it is so hard sometimes to just be alive, have good healthy, and have such a great time to be able to engage, to be able to have good conversations, lively conversations that are so really good and so nice. And we thank God for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and everyone in a very good way, in a spectacular manner, that you've met your time, you've met your data, you've looked for your airtime to be able to have this conversation, to be able to communicate with us. And we want to say that we don't take anything for granted, and we want to thank God for that. The journey is hard, outside is hard, but we are taken and we are moved by what we believe in, our ambition, our vision, and our zeal to share what we have, our zeal to be able to share what we know, our zeal to be able to have conversations, especially conversations that are based on facts, conversations that are thoughtful, conversations that are really researched. They have a basis, conversations that can be supported in any way. They have their backing, they have their figures, they have everything that is needed. So that's why we want to welcome you in our podcast. This podcast will begin with time as a solo podcast, because we will be able to build we want to build our movement first. We don't want to build a fan base, we want to build a movement that is guided by one thing: that we never make a decision because we have feelings, or because we are feeling something is not good. No, not that I just feel. No. The facts at my disposal show. That's like how I'm an auditor, and I like being opening my statement by saying the disclosure of records that were attained by the audit department show, not we feel. No. The basis of conclusion is always a basis that has informed by records that have been provided. So I want also to cultivate the same culture, that before we are able to make a decision, and this is the reason why we are having leaders in this country, some leaders who even want to speak to us in a manner that they want, in a manner that they feel, because they know at the end of the day, when their time is up and they will be coming back to seek for a re-election, or they will be coming back to you to ask, I want to be re-elected on this platform, I want to be re-elected and do this and this. They know you will look at them, they will play to you a game of, I was dismissed, and I've been done this. They have the police were at my house, and my money has been locked somewhere, and me, this government does not want me, or this community doesn't like this community, and I'm the one who can liberate you from this community, and what have you. Because they have mastered the art of conning us, because they know our thinking is well informed and our thinking is well motivated by feelings. We don't want to make decisions because we have records at our disposal. That's why our partners on this video are people who are going to, who are there to be able to tell you, look, as a manager, as a business venture, as an entrepreneur, before you make a decision, what is the information that you have, how many graphs that you have developed, and be able to come up and say, look, the graph at my disposal show that in the next period, or in the next financial year, this business is supposed to make this much, or This business is supposed to be at this place. These are the number of customers I expect to engage. This is what I expect to make from the business that I want to come up with. This is what I'm anticipating. Here is where I'm thinking I'll be by the time we will be. So, are you motivated by information? Do you have data? Do you process this data? Because out of the data that you have, for example, for you to come up with a graph, if you are having a graph from your end, for you to come up with a graph, you must be able, the horizontal axis and the vertical axis of a graph must have figures. So what is it that you are going to give us at the horizontal side of your graph, and what is it that is qualifying to be placed at the vertical axis of your graph, so that as we say that supply meets demand, are you sure that your supply is going to meet demand? You get? So the reason why you will be able to tell us that supply meets demand is because you have information on how is the demand and how is the supply, so that you make a decision which item and which product am I going to add, or which item am I going to be able to venture into in terms of making a business, doing a sale and doing whatever. So we are saying that on this podcast we want to have a free conversation where you will be able to tell us what do you know, which information is at your disposal, what is it that is as such. I feel so bad when I begin to see leaders who are taking people for a ride. A leader who comes up on a platform and then he says that the price of a share in Safaricom that wants to be sold is at 75 shillings or at 90 shillings. And I'm like, you have, where are you getting these figures? Then the government tells you that the share we have negotiated and we are going to sell it at a double. Tell the people, how do you arrive at that for? How did you negotiate? What was it that was in the paper that you negotiated to be able to arrive at this 34 that you are saying? And you who is saying it is 85, what are you basing on? So that as we decide who is telling us the truth, you have information at your disposal. Information is power. Information is energy, and information drives a conversation. Information informs a decision, and information determines, for you to tell us that you want to invest in a given entity, in a given company, or in terms of shares, you must be able to research the performance of that firm, in case the firm is going broke, what are the asset base of this firm, and I'm going to invest my money, and that is when you get to make a decision of what you're supposed to do. So you are going to do or to undertake decisions basing on information at your disposal, and the decisiveness is informed by information, not feelings. And we should not allow people to get hold us hostage because of feelings. We want to be able to redo that culture. That's why we are putting up this podcast. This is the only podcast in town that is going to let you say what you feel, say what you know, say what is it that you're going through. Just like I earlier alluded that some people at a greater height and a greater range, some of us, we have been victims of misinformation because people will always think with feelings. So someone comes up with a narrative and tells people that this is who you are, or this is what this person is, and someone buys it easier, and the greatest problem with a propagandist is that he will always give illustrations that make lies look like they are real. So if you are not going to interrogate them further, you will be tempted to fall into his trap by agreeing to what he's saying. So for you to lie, a liar plans his lies in accordance, well thoughtful, clearly, and they flow in accordance. So if you are a person who is easier to be managed and easier to move because the people are moving or because someone has said, you will find yourself falling for the trap. So what we want to encourage you on our podcast is that we don't want to get funds. We are not looking for funds. We want to get a movement that knows that for you to make a decision, you must have information. For you to make a decision, you must be motivated by a given thing. There must be something that is driving you to your decision. And you must tell us what is it that is going to drive your decision. Not someone said, that guy said, blah, blah. He said, if we don't do this, what is the information at your disposal? We will be dissecting matters tax because our sponsors have they undertake governance, risk, and compliance. So at the compliance level is when we will have tax. We will be able to ensure we are breaking down some complex matters. Some of them are easy because we are economic based and we are economic motivated. We will be tackling issues of economy, how you are running your business, what you are supposed to do, how do you undertake value addition in your business, how do you increase your visibility as a business entity, and what is it that you are not complying, how do you comply, what are you supposed to do, what are the taxes that you're supposed to pay as a business, and how are you supposed to pay them, when are you supposed to pay them, and where are you supposed to pay them. That is under compliance. Governance is now we will be dissecting how have you put up your farm, your business, your shop, your anything that you are undertaking, as long as it is an income generating entity. There is a way you are supposed to govern it. So we will have experts, and we are going to do a very good job for you as we engage. Just hit on us, tell us. You are into business, you have started your business, you're doing your business. We will not go for people who have succeeded and are billionaires. Those ones, they will not teach us because there are stories that people will never talk about, how he started and became a billionaire. At the place where he's telling you how he became a billionaire, he takes issues selectively because there are other hurdles that these people have gone through and they don't want to talk about. So if we are going to give you such a person, you might suffer lack of information. But getting this person who is starting with his 50,000 and he has not grown yet, let him tell us how he's doing it, how is he coping up, how are you paying rent of 70,000 in the Nairobi CBD with you just selling eggs on the street. And there are people who are doing that and they are so smart. I'm telling you, those guys are smart because you selling a perfume, you paying rent of 70,000 plus you as at home of 80,000. That is 120,000. That is 70 and 80. That's 100 and under 50,000 in rent. You funding yourself. You're funding a lifestyle. You not. And that person is not doing wash. That guy is so smart that sharing those experiences can be of worth and important to you than getting a billionaire who at some point, if he's a man, he had a sponsor who a sugar mommy who gave him money. He ran away with his money and started a business, and by good luck ikashika akasonga. He will never talk about that. He will only tell you, I started from zero. Those motivations are good, but now there is information you are not telling us. So let's just start with this person who is actually there. As we say struggling, he is already struggling. And we will buy, we will sell from this platform. We will plug you with who is selling what. Is our youth, is selling something, is genuine, is verified. Why don't you support that person? Why don't you purchase from that person? Why don't you support his hustle? He's doing production. He's doing he's selling some items that you're looking for. We will support each other. That is the basis of the movement we want to create. A movement that is going to be based on facts. Facts, some of them are disturbing, but they are better than feeding on lies and rumors that will never take us anywhere. So let's engage. Let's have time. This was just a beginner, and we are going to engage. We are going to have these conversations. Bring the matters up. Bring us to your expectation. Tell us what is it that you want us to be able to engage in. What is it that you want us to be able to talk. Our production, our media team, and every person who is involved in producing this episode, we want to thank each and every person. And of course, our able company that has facilitated us and funded us to this level, that is JM Deals Limited, your consultants partner in governance, risk, and compliance. That is a provision of systems ranging from internal audit systems, data analytics software systems, that is policy management software systems, third-party risk detection, that is for online platform systems, and many more systems, that is risk management softwares. They are all available at JM Deals Limited, a limited company that is well set up and well put up to be able to ensure it is serving your purpose, it is bringing value in your business, in your organization, and it is able to consult and take some tasks on your behalf. Consultancy and questioning is for free of charge. That is in case you want to be able to get more of the services they are offering, you can be able to contact them at their email, that is jmdeals873@gmail.com. You will be able to communicate to them, and they will be able to give you what you are needed of. What they will undertake first is they will be able to come, assess your farm, assess the systems you have, what is it that you need. If you don't have data, you have to begin from zero. They'll undertake a lot of assignments on your behalf. Courtesy of them is why we are here. We are sharing these conversations, and we want to appreciate them, and we want to tell them that give us this opportunity. As we continue to engage, we will be able to learn from each other, and we will be able to encourage each other, and we will create a movement that rejects, and we will say we have refused to be carried for a ride by people who are purporting to tell us that we don't have the capacity and we don't matter in the society. It is us for us, by us, for us. I think we will also be touching on trending matters. Our next episode, we are going to have an episode touching on what is current and what is flowing and what is needed. So we will be able to have a lot of conversations, and that is for personal development and for personal awareness. That is what we want to create. So that is it for now. Welcome, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel so that we can be able to grow and be able to have more and more of these conversations. The key and the main aim of us being here is to be able to create value and to add value from our side to your side. All of us, we will be creating value. And that's it for now. We want to thank you. We want to